How's that?
That was
okay. Good. Okay, Sarah Robbins. Sorry, who's heard of her? About half. Okay, awesome. She came to our very first convention, and she is a network marketing Wonder Woman. She was a kindergarten teacher, and then in her 20s, she found network marketing. Long story short, she now makes 7 figures a month. Not a year, a month. And she's adorable. She came and spoke at our first convention, and I just soak up her knowledge like a sponge, because she's the bomb. So I am going to talk about overcoming objections, because in our job, as we talk to people, we're going to hear things like, but I don't want to bug my friends and family. I don't have time. Is this a pyramid scheme? I don't have money to start a business. I'm not a salesperson. Have you guys heard these objections?
Never, no.
Never what?
All mine to say yes.
I need to try the products first. I don't know anyone, okay? So there's a little video series. So you can just go through and watch them if you want. That's what I did. I watched them a few times and just took some notes. So the first one, I don't want to bug my friends and family. We've all felt this, right? And I'm just going to pick at the time so I don't go over. Okay, perfect. And objections are nothing to be afraid of. We are going to hear them, and we just have to know how to respond. And if we're prepared, then it won't be as scary. And she tells some little tips, kind of how to take the edge off, and I love her approach. So she said, well, I don't want to bug people either, but that isn't what I do. I don't bug people. You only bug people if you bug people. Okay, so just approaching somebody is not bugging them. And I truly want you to think, if your best friend opened, say, a floral shop, who would be her first customer? You, because you love her, you want to support her, you're excited. So think of it like that you're starting, a business, or, just think of it like that you would want her support, or she would want your support, and vice versa. So we help our friends and support our friends. So I've talked about this before, but I love the method of feel, felt, and found. Okay? We can use feel, felt, and found in any objection. And let me tell you what I mean by that. If someone says, I bought the fiber lashes, and I like them, but the little fibers get on my face. You can say, oh, I know how you feel. I felt that way too. But what I found is if you put a little bit more transplanting gel, then that doesn't happen. So they're feeling validated. You're saying, I understand you have a concern. I hear you. I understand. I've been in your shoes. If you've never experienced that, don't say you have, but say, you know what, one of my business partners, she had that same thing, or my girlfriend, or so just validate their feelings that they have a concern. And you have to listen for their need. One of the most important parts of our job is listening. It's, hey Jen, how you doing? What's been going on? You may hear a story, oh, my husband lost his job again, I feel so lonely, or I just can't make the bills, I can't make the ends meet. So you have to really listen to what is their concern in their life, and then you can share what you have to offer that can fulfill their need, okay? Like I say, some people are lonely. Some people need money. Some people need a place to belong. Some people, anyway, those are the main areas. And what you find their need, I've also learned it as dangle their carrot in front of them, what their carrot is. Then you say it's time. I have to go to work and I want so bad to be home with my kids. You could say, I know how you feel. I felt that way too. And what I found, because this is honestly true, my true story is that I've cut hair for 18 years, and I started making 2 to 3 times as much doing that as I was cutting hair. And this is a lot easier on my body to just move my little fingers and do this on my phone. So you can say, I totally know how you feel. I used to cut hair, and now I'm doing this. So I found that this is working for my family. And you say, we're going to lock arms. We're going to do this together. It's going to be positive and professional. And you just ask them if they want to hear more. And then you leave it at that. It's our job to share, but it's their job to decide. And not everybody is going to want this opportunity. Not everybody it's not going to be the right time. But that's our job, is to just invite and share. And it's like if I brought peanut butter cookies and I went around and I said, would you like one? Would you like one? Some people would. Some people, no, I'm allergic to peanuts. I'm on a diet, you know. Some people are like, yes, can I have 6? No. So some people want it, some people don't. And that's just how we have to look at it. I've told you too, the waitress that pours the coffee, her job is to just pour coffee. If somebody doesn't want coffee, she doesn't go in the back and make I stink, my life is over, you know. She just goes out and keeps serving, because there's plenty of people who do want that. Okay, objection number 2, I don't have time. Okay, this is a very common one. If we all lined up in a room and I said, who wants to be a kindergarten teacher? Do you think everybody would, oh yeah. No, they wouldn't raise their hand. I mean, it takes a special kind of very patient person, in my opinion, and I'm grateful for those who can do that. But again, we can't be offended if somebody doesn't want the opportunity. And no doesn't always mean no. Do you guys know that? It sometimes means not right now. It sometimes means, I don't know enough yet to make a decision. I need to learn a little bit more. So we can't be afraid of the word no. And I have a handful of little friends in this room who timing was huge. They finally, after a year or two, I've been watching, it looks like so much fun. Okay, I'm finally ready. Okay, so just keep posting, just keep sharing, just keep loving it, and it will happen. It will come. Okay. What Sarah used to do when she was a kindergarten teacher, when she was just first starting to get into network marketing, on her lunch break, she'd go sit in the car and eat lunch, and she'd make at least 1 or 2 phone calls. So people would say, well, aren't you so busy? Yeah, but you can squeeze it in. She says she just would stick it in the nooks and crannies of her day. And that's kind of what I tell people. People are like, well, how much time do you spend on it? You know, it's so enjoyable to me that it's not even like work. It's not like, oh, I got to put in my 8 to 5. You know, it's some days are more than others. If I have sick kids, that's my priority. I'm not going to be sitting on my computer where they're puking. My family comes first. And so that's the beauty of it. But I tell people I just stick it in the nooks and crannies of my day. So when I'm waiting at carpool, or, I don't know, plenty of time that we could sit in the car, right? Okay, I don't have money to start a business. We have to be empathetic, because $100, that's a lot of money. To some people, it's a lot more than it is to others. But to me, that will always be a lot of money. No matter how much money I make, I don't want to forget what it was like to, I mean, truly, a few years ago, I was over at my friend's house, and she was cleaning up dinner, and she dumped about half a cup of cheddar cheese down the sink. And I seriously, like, my heart sunk. I thought, oh my gosh, I can never waste food like that. And it was a moment that I'll always remember, but to her it was just like, not a big deal. But to me, it was like, okay, we're starting to feed our 7 kids, and things are so tight, and I'm working 4 part-time jobs, trying to make ends meet. My husband just started this cabinet business. You know, things were not easy. And I will never, ever forget that. Okay, so it's important to kind of share your story. If you have something similar to that, say, you know, I know how you feel. If they're like, I don't have money, say, I know how you feel. I felt that way too, but what I found, Sarah also encourages us to talk about our Fast Start bonus. Because if they can get their Fast Start, they can get $250 in free product, which they can turn around and sell and make, what, $500? Right? Because if they, no.
You would just, it's okay.
But you'd make the $250.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.5, thanks. See why I need her. Thanks. My brain's mush. But yeah, so just tell them, you know, look, you can make back your investment really fast. Plus, have tons of fun. You know, you can say, do you have a credit card that you can put it on? Can you borrow some money? You can sell some household items on eBay. And this is a true story. Do you guys know who Amber Voigt is? She's one of our Black Status presenters. Last I heard, she was making about $63,000 a month. That's probably more than that. But when she was little, she was homeless. It was her and her sister, and they lived in their car because her dad was in prison. And this is all stuff that she shared, so I'm not, you know, gossiping. But she got married at 17, and she's done a lot of different direct sales companies, but just nothing took off quite like Younique did. So she found a unique opportunity. They were living in a trailer, which she says there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer, but our trailer had mold that was dangerous, and it had holes in the floor. Like, she said it was just awful. She sold things on eBay to get her $99 to do Younique. So tell people that story, that success story. Yes?
She had $4 in her checking account.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Her story is so inspiring to me. And I tell you, like, it gives me chills to think about her and her family, how they've been blessed. You know, they bought a house, she bought a car, like and she's still just as down to earth and humble as ever, but she appreciates it more than I think a lot of people because of where she's come from. So share that. I really believe that where there's a will, that there's a way. So I think you can help your potential recruits. Not sure what's going on. Don't want them to feel lonely. Hi guys. But you know, if they want it bad enough, they will find a way. Okay, so objection number 4, is this a pyramid scheme? This cracked me up, you guys. She has had thousands and thousands of conversations, done hundreds and hundreds of presentations, and has only had the question asked one time. And here's what she said back. This is classic. You've got to remember this.
Oh yeah, me too.
What do you mean by a pyramid scheme? And the lady goes, oh, I don't know. I just heard about, like, the lady didn't even really know what it was. So, isn't that awesome? Like, I think that's so cool. And here's what she ended up saying. She said, and that kind of takes the edge off. So then you're both laughing, and I love it. She said, you know, there are such things as pyramids out there, but we aren't one of them. And then she says, those who have a transfer of money with no product involved is a pyramid scheme. We have amazing product, we have an amazing compensation plan, we have an amazing company that we're proud to belong to. So we can say that, and we don't have to be like, okay, that's a pyramid scheme, but it's still really cool, okay? And then you just say, do you have any more questions? And then you move on from there. Okay, number 5, I am not a salesperson. Who's heard that? Okay, who has said that themselves? I am the queen of anti-salesperson, anti-direct sales. Like, if I get invited home or Pampered Chef or Scentsy party, I think I'm gonna throw up. But, because I just don't like the pressure. I don't like people to feel obligated. I know what it's like when they come and they're coming to support me and they buy $10 worth of stuff, but they really don't have the money and they're just trying to be nice. Like, I hate people feeling obligated. Like, I don't do home parties for anybody except my sister. And that's because she's blood. And I had a rockin' jeans party.
You did.
But Younique is way better. Because she had to wait 30 days to get paid. And we only have to wait 3 hours. Okay. So when they say, I'm not a salesperson, you say, oh, good. Because that's not what I'm looking for. Awesome, huh? I love that response. Okay, she said the word responsibility is our ability to respond. We want to respond versus react. If that lady said, is it a pyramid scheme? Oh, no, it's not a pyramid. You know, we don't want to be drama queens. Just say, you know, it's not. We don't want to make our potential recruits feel dumb. We want to make sure they feel validated and heard. You know, I understand that you had a friend that got burned in a pyramid scheme, but, you know, that's not what this is. And, okay. We share things all the time that we don't get paid for. I sent a picture of me in a swimsuit to my sister. And I said, oh, look, I'm in a swimsuit. Would I send it to anybody else? Yeah, maybe my husband, but that's it. Or we say, oh, I found the cutest jeans. Like, I went and bought jeans because she told me about jeans at Ross. And so that's what we're doing. We're just sharing, but we're actually getting paid for it. Because don't you respect your friend's opinion? Like, if I need to know, like, our washer just broke. I put on Facebook, okay, what washer should I get? You know, we care what our friends think, and, oh, my one friend, oh, stay away from this, and, you know, we really care about the opinions of our friends. So that is a plus in our business. Now, who does well in this business? People that are coachable and people that like people. And I can tell you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I love people. And I hope that you feel my love for you. And I'm not being cheesy. I really mean that. I love people because everybody has a story. And they are the way they are for a reason. And it's just amazing. where people come from and what they learn. And once you can kind of break that wall down just a little bit, we're all the same. We want to feel loved and important and happy and be successful. And, you know, so that's one thing I've learned with cutting hair is I had to sit and talk to strangers all day long. And that's one thing we all have in common is we like to talk about ourselves. It's true. If I don't know what to say to somebody, I'm just like, well, so how many kids do you have? Or so in the store, a conversation. Okay, your purse is so freaking cute. Where did you get it? You know, and just start chatting. Or your kids are so cute. Where do they go to school? And you know, just little ways to break the ice and get some information. Okay, I need to try the products first. Is this one we hear? Mm-hmm. Absolutely, especially with makeup. Hello. And you know, for some people, it's really hard to just choose colors from a computer screen. So, you know, Sarah talks about put a little sample on a business card and give them a business card. But make sure you get their information as well. And you check back in a couple days. And this is what she says to say. I love this. How are you loving your products? Not, do you like the mascara? You know, how are you loving the products? You present the question in a way that helps them have a positive response. Okay? I bet you are getting lots of compliments. Yeah, actually, this lady at work really liked, you know, whatever it may be. Just help them feel pretty. This is amazing. I think I might put it in vinyl on my wall somewhere, but the fortune is in the follow-up. And I am guilty of this. You know how many times I've gone to a show, gotten all these names and email addresses, and guess what? I have a little bag at home that I just keep shoving them in. I might sell them on eBay for, you know, good. Just kidding. But I'm not very good.
$5 anyway.
Yeah. I'm not very good about following up. It's not one of my strengths. It is something I need to work on. But that's what Sarah says is the fortune is in the follow-up. Because if you, you know, how's it going? What do you think? You know, if you have good customer service after they buy it, they're going to reorder and they're going to be a customer for life. So I love that. Okay, I don't know anyone. How many times do people say this? I mean, we know way more people than we think we do, especially with Facebook, for crying out loud. We can invite Aunt Sally from Texas and Aunt Norma from New York and just get out of our own little neighborhood and our own little party at our house. And you have to be sensitive to that. Be like, you know what, I kind of felt that way too. When I started, I didn't feel like I really knew a lot of people, but through doing this, it's helped me get out of my shell, which is me speaking from my heart. Really, you guys, I was the shyest kid. I did not call and order pizza. I couldn't stand at McDonald's and say, I'd like a number 1, please. I'm not joking. Like, it was like weird shy. And I don't know. I don't know what's happened, but he can't shut me up now. But really, like, honestly, it's helped me build friendships all over the entire world. And how cool is that? I mean, I just love it. Love, love, love it. And I don't think you can ever have too many friends, except according to Facebook, right? But then you just open a new account. So as long as we're coachable, committed, and willing to plug into the system that's already proven to work for people, we are going to be successful. We just have to keep trying. Just have to keep trying. I have frustrating days. I have days that I call her, I'm a little anti-Younique today. I'm just being real and honest. But you know what? Then there's days when I'm like, oh my gosh, I made 6 times what I did when I was cutting hair. This is awesome. And I show my husband, and I am so proud, and he is so grateful. Like, it's the best feeling in the world. And, you know, I've talked about the little things like I was able to get a new car. Yes.
Sorry, I just want to say I love that you said that, because no matter what status you are, I know there's black presenters, and I mean, I get frustrated too sometimes, you know, and I feel the same way, like, oh, I just can't even get on Facebook today, and so it's totally
normal to have some,
it's a constant roller coaster, so
I appreciate it. I'm just being real. It's not like it's been a total cakewalk and I made money the first day. No, it hasn't. But I'm here to tell you, if you keep at it, it pays off, and it's awesome. I was able to buy a new car. I have a car wash pass. You guys have heard me talk about that. I love having a clean car. Successful people have clean cars, and so I'm trying to mimic. I know. I'm trying to mimic masters, and I'm not doing that great. But I really like to have a clean car. That's just weird. I know. Look at my house, you wouldn't know it. But I'm going to tell you this not because I'm here to boast or brag, but I have been able to hire help with my house. I have this lady, Trudy, that I could kiss on the lips. She comes twice a month, and having a clean house is probably the best feeling in the world to me. And my kids notice, oh, you're so happy, Mom. I'm like, I know, because I have a clean house. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's just so much better. But was I able to do that a few years ago? No, I didn't have $6 to go get my car washed. And I died when my friend threw cheese out. I was like, oh wait, can I take that home? So I just appreciate the little things, and I'm just excited to have you on this journey. I love you. I'm here to support you. I'm your biggest cheerleader. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And we are going to turn the time over to Melissa or Nat? Melissa?
What?
Next to speak.
Oh.
I'm turning the time over to you.
Oh, me?
Oh, Steph. Yay!